Hello. In this video, I will guide you through the installation of the fall prevention tools. These steps are easy to follow and can be done by anyone at your clinic. You do not require any special permission, such as being an administrator or having a custom form editing license. I have divided the installation process into 4 parts. To easily navigate to the part of the installation you wish to view, you can simply click on the header on your screen. The 4 parts we will be reviewing are downloading the tools, uploading the tools into PSS, testing the tools, and finally, creating the reminder. Step 4 may not apply to everyone. Only those who experience difficulties importing the reminder will need to perform this step. Before we start, please note that your installation process may vary slightly depending on the operating system and the web browser you will be using. I will be using Windows 8 and Google Chrome. The practice solution server I will be using for demonstration is currently on version 5.3.108, otherwise known as Fox. On step 1, I will give general guidance on how to download the tool. Step 2 to 4 do not vary greatly based on the operating system, web browser, or software version. Step 1. Downloading the tools. To download the files, go to your web browser. And in your web browser, in the URL bar, put in www.pssusergroup.ca. You can also click on this video and this will bring you directly to that website. Here you will be brought to a SharePoint site. Navigate to the Fall Prevention tab and then you can click on the Fall Prevention items. Make sure to download your files to an easy access location, such as your desktop or download files. Once the download is complete, you can navigate to where your files are located. It is best to decide to extract the files. So we're going to do that now, and I'm going to put the files onto my desktop. The files have now been moved onto my desktop. In the downloaded file, you'll find 2 subfolders, a custom form folder and a reminder folder. If you're experiencing issues with downloading or extracting the zip file, then try the following. Let's go back to our web browser and in the PSS user group website, let's navigate to library. In here, let's navigate to the fall prevention items folder. In this subfolder, we see again the same 2 subfolders as into the zip file. Let's click on custom forms. We'll see each item is listed here individually. You can go ahead and download each item individually. This will allow you to circumvent any issues that you may have with your zip files. Now that you have downloaded all the files that you require, we can now proceed to step 2. To upload your items into PSS, open PSS and go into a records window. From here, we can go into settings and edit custom forms. Within the new forms window, go to file and import forms. Here we get to a navigation window. Let's go into the area where we've extracted our fall prevention items. For me, I put them on the desktop into this folder. In here, we'll select the custom forms subfolder because these are the items that we want to upload into the custom form area of your PSS. Select all of them and click on choose. Now that the forms have been imported, we can move on to the second step, which is to import the reminders. To do so, we can go into the records window again, go on to settings, go on to edit reminders. This time, let's go on to edit again and import reminders. Navigate to where you've extracted the zip file. Here it's on my desktop. And this time, instead of going to the custom forms folder, we'll go into the reminder folder and upload the fall prevention reminder. At this point, some users may encounter issues importing the reminder. If this is the case, click on the text box that appears here to be able to skip to step 4 where I'll show a video demonstrating the exact steps how to create a reminder. And now we see that the fall prevention reminder has been imported. Now that everything has been imported, we can move on to step 3. Step 3. In this step, which is optional, however, I highly suggest you do this step to ensure that the system has been properly set up. We'll go into a fake patient and ensure that the reminders and the custom form tools are working properly. In this case, I'm going to go into patient Agora Pascal. This is just one of my regular test patients. You may choose anyone that you may have. Here, this patient, I've set their age to be above the age of 65. This means that they should be screened at least once a year. And here we see that the fall prevention screening reminder does appear in this chart, which is fantastic. What we'll do for now is we'll click on the item and we'll actually go through the fall prevention screening to hopefully see that the reminder disappears once you click on finish. Click on finish, the reminder still appears, that's okay. What you're going to want to make sure is to click on checkout to ensure that the reminder refreshes itself. And here we see the reminder has disappeared. Fantastic. Lastly, I'll simply change the note date here. So it'll change the date. We'll change it to 2 years ago to ensure that the reminder does appear once again once the screening date reactivates. Here we'll click on checkout again and we see that the reminder does appear, and now we do have the populated date of the last reminder. A quick easy step, step 3, just to ensure that everything is working properly. Step 4. Please note that not everybody will need to do this step. Only if you've had encountered issues with importing the reminder, this will need to be done. First, let's check if the reminder has truly been imported or not. To do so, we'll go back into Settings and edit Reminders. Scroll through your reminders and look if you have the fall prevention reminder bar. If this does not appear, the reminder did not get successfully uploaded. What we'll do is we'll just create a reminder from scratch. Don't worry, this is very easy. We'll click down here on New Reminder. And we'll name a reminder. For this, you can name it whichever fits your clinic best. In this case, I'll simply keep it clear and do fall prevention reminder. Fantastic. Now we'll need to add the logic lines, the lines for which the reminder activates or deactivates depending on the logic rules. So we'll go down here and we'll click on Add Line. On this add line, we'll go into Demographics and select Age and say that this reminder applies to patients over or equal to the age of 65. And click on OK. We'll add a second logic line. Click on Add Line again, and let's go into Visits. Progress note containing fall FALL 001. And here we'll do date of, the month since latest is greater to or equal to 12. And this means that if fall 001, this is a tracking code that automatically gets inputted once you finish the screening, is not present in the last 12 months of charting, the reminder will appear again. Lastly, all we need to do is show the intervention. Here you have two options. You can put in the intervention and you can put in fall prevention as a simple text if you'd like, and this will appear in red in the reminder box. However, I've created a toolbar that allows you to quickly access the screening EA. To make sure that this is the aspect that appears or disappears depending on the validity of the reminder, we'll click on Show Custom Form or Stamp. On the drop down, we'll go into the fall prevention reminder and click on Done. and that completes creating your reminder if you've had an issue. Now, I would highly suggest you go back and do step 3 to ensure that everything is working properly.